Welcome to today's episode of Startup Strategies. In this video, we will explore an exciting topic that combines the worlds of entrepreneurship and game theory: lean startup game changers, applying game theory to drive market dominance.
Got a coffee break? Embrace your inner wolf, step up. Forget titles and hierarchies. It's all about problem solving. Lead or follow to ignite outcomes. Play your part, embody our brand. Zero excuses. Build your wolf pack, savor victory. Validate your expertise, attain mastery. The road to freedom awaits. Engage, flaunt our brand. Unleash your power at buildyourwolfpack.com. Unleash now at buildyourwolfpack.com.
5. Introduction. Before we delve into the application of game theory, let's first understand the fundamentals of the lean startup methodology. The lean startup approach is a method for developing businesses and products through iterative cycles of experimentation, measurement, and learning. The core principle of lean startup is to build, measure, and learn. Startups focus on creating a minimum viable product, MVP, and gathering feedback from customers as quickly as possible. This feedback loop helps entrepreneurs make data-driven decisions, iterate on their products, and adapt to market demands. Now that we have a solid understanding of the lean startup methodology, let's explore how game theory can be applied to drive market dominance. Game theory, developed by mathematicians John von Neumann and Oscar Morgenstern, is the study of mathematical models of strategic decision-making between rational players. In the context of startups, game theory can help entrepreneurs analyze and anticipate the actions of competitors, customers, and other market participants. By understanding the underlying dynamics and incentives, startups can make informed decisions to maximize their chances of success. 4. Game theory concepts for startups. There are several game theory concepts that startups can leverage to gain a competitive advantage. Let's explore some of these game changers. Nash equilibrium. Nash equilibrium is a key concept in game theory that represents a stable state in a strategic interaction where no player has an incentive to unilaterally change their strategy. Startups can analyze their market and competitors to identify potential Nash equilibria, enabling them to make strategic decisions that align with these stable states. By understanding the actions and reactions of their competitors, startups can position themselves strategically to maximize their chances of success. Prisoner's dilemma. The prisoner's dilemma is a classic game theory scenario where two individuals, when faced with the choice to cooperate or betray, often end up betraying each other due to self-interest. Startups can apply the lessons from the prisoner's dilemma to analyze situations where cooperation with competitors or partners could lead to better outcomes for all involved. By fostering trust, collaboration, and mutually beneficial partnerships, startups can break the cycle of defection and create win-win scenarios. Zero-sum versus non-zero-sum games. In game theory, games are classified as zero-sum or non-zero-sum. In a zero-sum game, the total gains and losses of all participants add up to zero, meaning that one player's gain is another player's loss. On the other hand, non-zero-sum games allow for win-win situations where multiple players can benefit. Startups can explore strategies to transform zero-sum games into non-zero-sum games through collaboration, partnerships, and creating value for all stakeholders. By focusing on creating win-win outcomes, startups can foster long-term relationships and drive market dominance. Iterated games. Startups often operate in dynamic and evolving markets. Iterated games, where players engage in multiple rounds of interaction, can provide valuable insights for startups. By considering the potential future interactions and consequences of their decisions, startups can make more informed and strategic choices. This includes considering reputation effects, building relationships, and adapting their strategies over time to maximize their long-term success. Information asymmetry. Information asymmetry occurs when one party in a transaction has more information than the other. Startups can leverage game theory to understand and navigate information asymmetry, both internally within their organization and externally with customers, suppliers, or investors. By actively managing information flows, establishing transparency, and strategically disclosing information, startups can build trust, reduce uncertainties, and gain a competitive advantage. Auctions and bidding strategies. Auctions are prevalent in various industries, and startups can use game theory to optimize their bidding strategies. By understanding the roles and dynamics of different auction formats, startups can strategically determine their bid amounts, timing, and bidding patterns. This allows them to increase their chances of winning auctions, acquiring valuable assets or resources at favorable prices, and gaining a competitive edge. These are just a few game theory concepts that startups can apply to their strategic decision-making processes. By understanding the underlying dynamics, incentives, and strategies involved in their markets, startups can make informed choices, adapt to changing conditions, and ultimately drive their path towards market dominance. 3. Practical application of game theory in lean startups. Certainly, in the practical application of game theory within the lean startup methodology, there are several key areas where startups can leverage game theory concepts to make informed decisions and increase their chances of success. Let's delve deeper into these areas. Competitive analysis. Startups can use game theory to analyze their competitive landscape and understand the strategies, strengths, and weaknesses of their rivals. By employing game theory techniques, such as Nash equilibrium analysis, startups can identify potential stable states in the market and make strategic decisions that exploit their competitors' vulnerabilities. This can include differentiating their offerings, targeting underserved market segments, or adopting unique pricing or distribution strategies. Pricing strategies. Pricing is a critical aspect of any business, and game theory can be instrumental in determining optimal pricing strategies. Startups can analyze their competitors' potential reactions to pricing changes, anticipate price wars, and consider how customers and rivals will respond to different price points. By using game theory to model various pricing scenarios, startups can identify strategies that maximize profitability while accounting for competitive dynamics and customer behavior. Strategic partnerships. Strategic partnerships can significantly impact a startup's growth and market dominance. Game theory allows entrepreneurs to evaluate potential partnerships by considering the interests and incentives of both parties involved. By using game theory frameworks, startups can assess the risks, benefits, and potential outcomes of collaborations, ensuring alignment of interests and maximizing the value created through partnerships. This can include sharing resources, expertise, customer bases, or jointly entering new markets. Negotiation and decision-making. Game theory provides startups with valuable insights into negotiation strategies and decision-making processes. Startups can analyze the incentives, goals, and strategies of various stakeholders involved in a negotiation, whether it's with suppliers, investors, or potential customers. By understanding the underlying game being played, startups can strategically position themselves, consider potential trade-offs, and make informed decisions that optimize their outcomes. Network effects and virality. Game theory concepts can be applied to understand and leverage network effects and virality in startups. By analyzing the incentives and behaviors of users within a network, startups can design products and features that encourage cooperation, sharing, and engagement. This can include incorporating referral programs, incentivizing user-generated content, or gamifying the user experience to drive viral growth and strengthen network effects. Risk management and uncertainty. Startups face numerous uncertainties and risks, and game theory can help them make more robust decisions under such conditions. By modeling various scenarios and potential outcomes, startups can analyze the risks and rewards associated with different strategies, investments, or market situations. This enables them to proactively manage risks, adapt to changing circumstances, and make strategic choices that maximize their chances of success. In summary, the practical application of game theory in lean startups encompasses competitive analysis, pricing strategies, strategic partnerships, negotiation and decision-making, network effects, and risk management. By incorporating game theory concepts into their decision-making processes, startups can gain valuable insights, optimize their strategies, and increase their likelihood of achieving market dominance. 2. Real-life examples. Let's take a look at some real-life examples of startups that have successfully applied game theory to drive market dominance. Uber and Lyft, two prominent ride-sharing platforms, have engaged in fierce competition. These companies strategically price their services and incentivize both drivers and riders to gain a competitive advantage. By continuously analyzing and adapting their strategies, they have successfully dominated the ride-sharing market. Airbnb, the disruptive accommodation marketplace, strategically leveraged game theory to build a network effect. By incentivizing both hosts and guests through ratings, reviews, and trust-building mechanisms, Airbnb created a platform that encouraged cooperation and trust, ultimately driving its market dominance. Google's advertising platform uses game theory principles in its ad auctions. Advertisers bid on keywords, and Google determines which ads to display based on bids and relevancy. Google's auction algorithm incorporates factors like click-through rates and quality scores, allowing them to optimize revenue while providing relevant ads to users. This approach has helped Google maintain its dominance in online advertising. Amazon, the e-commerce giant, uses game theory concepts to optimize its pricing strategies. They employ dynamic pricing, constantly adjusting prices based on factors such as demand, competitor pricing, and customer behavior. Amazon also uses algorithmic repricing to stay competitive in the marketplace, automatically adjusting prices to ensure they are competitive with other sellers. By leveraging game theory principles in their pricing decisions, Amazon has gained a significant market share in e-commerce. 1. Conclusion. In conclusion, the application of game theory within the lean startup methodology can provide startups with valuable insights and strategies to drive market dominance. By understanding the dynamics of their competitive landscape, startups can make informed decisions, develop effective pricing strategies, form strategic partnerships, and ultimately increase their chances of success. That's all for today's episode of Startup Strategies. We hope you found this exploration of lean startup game changers, applying game theory to drive market dominance, insightful and inspiring. As always, keep exploring, learning, and innovating. See you next time.